Hello and welcome back to the Minisode of the Book Marketing Tips and Author Success Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Penny Sansevieri with my awesome co-host, Amy Cornell. And today we are talking about paid versus organic reviews. Amy, this was kind of your idea. Do you want to take this away?
Yeah, this is actually, we do get this question a lot when authors first reach out to us, because they do have, we love that when an author also has plans for their own self-promotion, even if they do work with us, we're big supporters of that, of course. And so reviews efforts comes up a lot. A lot of authors do ask, what can I do to get more reviews while you're also working your magic? So, and they do like to ask a lot of times, like, do you know anything about this company or this company specifically for paid reviews or compensated reviews? And, I'm always really honest and let them know that, those can be a helpful boost to your retail page for sure. But in our experience, they'll never be as good at converting actual shoppers to buyers as organic reviews from real genre fans or people that got your book because of a recommendation or something like that. And that's what we mean by organic. So people that found your book either through other efforts and were just naturally convinced to buy based on, your cover, your description, all the usual, suspects, versus a paid version. So while it may help a bit to get some paid reviews, don't let that be your only review strategy. That's really the biggest takeaway. So I'm not telling you no, paying a review company is wrong. Let's just keep things real. It's 2022. Yeah. This happens a lot. I don't technically have anything wrong with it. The only time it becomes problematic is when you only rely on services like that, because strategies like getting involved in Goodreads, running an engaging social profile, being consistent with your newsletter, networking with other authors. There's so many different things that you can do to generate organic reviews as well. So aim for a balance. So if you're going to pay a company that says that they will get you X number of reviews, fine, but just keep your expectations in check. Typically, it's not unusual that these people do not read your book in full. Sorry.
Yeah.
A lot of times in our experience, what we see is, one or two sentences at most. A lot of times they stand out as really obvious because they'll go, "Oh, I'm just so glad I got this book. I really liked it. I can't wait for the next one." And that could honestly, if the review, here's a good way to test it out. If that review could literally go on 10 other books, it was probably a paid review.
Right. Exactly.
So they didn't say anything really specific about your content, about anything else you've done before, especially if it's a series or if you have a long backlist. So just know that we do get this question a lot. Yes, paying for reviews is definitely a thing. People do it. We're not going to shame you for it by any means. But if you go that route, just don't let it become a crutch. Be sure you're also putting in the effort to get organic reviews from people that are finding your books organically and being introduced to your books via word of mouth. You never really want to stop pushing for those, because we've addressed this in other episodes before, that most of the time people are very well-meaning, but they get busy, they forget. So don't feel like you're bugging people for reviews. Make that a regular part of your month-to-month marketing efforts is putting that outreach out there and reminding people how much it means to you. It really helps you out. A lot of people, they forget how much authors rely on reviews. And then once they're reminded, they go, "Oh yeah, I really need to get over there and post that." So don't be shy, bug people. It's okay. I give you permission.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love that, not to be too reliant on, and I think the same is true for, kind of anything that you do, right? Don't be too reliant on just one thing to bring you success. So it's definitely a good reminder. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to the Book Marketing Tips and Author Success Minisode podcast. Amy, thank you again for this great idea, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.